Hi there, guys. Thank you for being here. My name is Dave Milligan, and we are here at the headquarters of Regal Lager. Regal Lager is the distributor of 5 different baby brands all throughout North America, but we want to concentrate on you. We love you. We're grateful that you're here with us today. Again, I'm Dave. We only got 20 minutes, so we got to jump in pretty fast, but I do want to thank Ricky and the entire Regal Lager marketing team, and of course, Sam and Juliana. Great event. Thank you for inviting us. We're happy to be here. 20 minutes, it's Dekor. Diaper pails, definitely the most important segment of the entire event. Let's get into it. Okay, what we're going to talk about today is Dekor diaper pails. So this is the plus size diaper pail. You'll notice behind me there's a couple of other sizes. The classic, which is the mid size, and the mini, which is the smaller size. They all function very similarly to each other. The difference is the capacity. So as far as capacity goes, the plus size will actually hold up to 60, that's 60 newborn diapers. That's a lot of diapers. So in each one of those diapers can be disposed of totally hands-free. I'm going to show you how that works right now. Check this out. So I'm going to put this on the floor so you can kind of get a better idea for what would happen in real life. So I've got myself a soiled diaper, and it's going to go inside that pail. Before I do that, let me share with you a fun fact. Your cute little baby, and every baby, will produce somewhere between 6,000 and 9,000 soiled diapers. 6,000 to 9,000, think of it, that's a lot of diapers. And from a time frame, that's over about 3 years. It takes about 3 years to potty train the average baby in North America. So how do we get this inside the pail? It's as easy as step, drop, done. Check it out. Step, drop, done. Wow! Gravity is our friend. Let's let that happen again. I'm going to go over it again and give you a little bit more realistic view. So in real life, likely, you'll have a baby in one arm and a soiled diaper in the other because you've just changed their diaper. Okay. With other pails, other competitive pails I should say, they would have you approach the pail, bend over, and do something with the lid. Now remember, you've got a baby and the diaper, you're bending over, maybe you've got to open something or twist something around or smush your hand through there. No, there's a better way. We know a better way. Let's do this. For something that's repetitive as it is, step, drop, done. Approach the pail, step on the foot pedal, let it rip, I'm out. No bending, no squishing, no twisting. Okay. Thank you, doll. Now, how do I empty the pail? Well, I'm going to put this up on the desk here so you can see a little bit better. On the side, we actually have a spring-loaded lock. You'll notice that it's nice and small. 2 reasons for that. First of all, it looks better. It's a slim fit and it works really well. Secondly, we don't want to draw attention to it from the baby themselves, right? Because then they'll fiddle around with it until they figure out how to open it. So it's spring-loaded. I push down on it, and that allows the access door to open. I'm going to turn this back around the front so you can see it better and open that access door all the way. Look how much easier it is to get at that bag once the door is completely out of the way. Now, Ricky, if you could show this real quick. On the inside of the access door, there's 2 things that I want to call to your attention. First is this instructional label. That shows you how to switch out the refill once it's done. But the other thing is this right here, the word plus. Nothing more common for our customer service people to receive a phone call saying, wow, I didn't realize that you had 3 sizes of pails. I don't know which size I need for refills. Well, there it is right there. You need plus size. It could say classic or it could say mini, but in this particular case, it's obviously plus. The second thing I want to show you on the access door is this built-in cutter. That is super cool. Notice how there's plastic surrounding it, so it's a safety cutter. But I'll show you how that works here in just a second. But I wanted to make sure you saw it. Now here's those couple of poopy diapers that we put in here. So I mentioned before that this can hold up to 60 diapers. But the way you do this is exactly the same, whether it's just a couple or 5 or 20 or 60. Grab a hold of this, kind of cinch that up a little bit. My goal being to use as little of this refill as I have to. So I take that, leave a little bit of room for time, then I just pass that through the cutter. Just like that. There's my trash. I'll set that off to the side. And here, I'll just take this refill, tie a simple overhand knot, and that is the beginning of the next bag. While we're here, I want to impress upon you the fact there's no preset sizes. It can be any size you choose it to be. The cutter is what helps you to decide how big or how small the bag needs to be. The goal being, only use what you need to use. It customizes for the size of what you're deciding to do. Other thing I'm going to show you while we're here, notice how our refill is as wide as the interior of the pail. So when I shut this door and you look at this oval shape, you know that it can hold a lot of diapers. If that refill was just a small skinny little thing, the pail might be this big, but the capacity would be only that big. So we really want it to be a high capacity pail for you. Okay, let's move on to odor control. Do you really need a diaper pail in the first place? I'm going to say yes. We're talking about poo, we're talking about pee, we're talking about bacteria. It really, really smells. My bet is you have a trash can, and if diapers didn't stink, just use your your trash can. Diaper pail's job is to contain the odor. So let's think about that. We have 3 different ways that Dekor controls the odor. Number 1, underneath the lid, look at this. There's a silicone seal all the way around, which when this whisper lid shuts, seals right there. In other words, we want to keep the bad smelling odor inside the pail. Number 2, the trap door. Look how fast that opens and closes. That's really cool. In fact, I've actually tried to time it. I can't time it, it's so fast. Oh, here, little side note. Check this thing out. It's a lock-off. That way your toddler is trying to throw away your keys and your Legos and your cell phone. No, it's not going to make it in there because you can lock it off. And I'll just show you one more thing while we're here. That is out of sight, out of mind. We put it underneath the lid. That was pretty smart too. So, getting back to the odor control. Underneath the trap door is another silicone seal. So when that goes up, it goes against the silicone seal. So you have 2 levels of silicone seals keeping the bad smell inside the pail. The third way that Dekor controls the odor is actually in the refill itself. Remember this guy that we did a couple minutes ago? I'm going to turn this inside out. I'm going to smell that and say, wow, that is actually diaper powder scented. So when I drop the diaper into the pail, the diaper powder chews up that odor. And what it can't chew up is contained with those 2 silicone seals. Way to go, Dekor. Nice work. So there you go. That's how you put diapers in. That's how you take them out. Now let's tell you how you actually switch the liner, because eventually the liner is going to run out. What you have is this button right here. Push that button in, and that hinges the whole lid assembly completely up. That allows me to pull out what we refer to as the cartridge. Take the cartridge completely out of the pail, and that's how the refill looks when it's on the cartridge. Notice it has a little shelf on the bottom so it holds it in place where it's supposed to go. Now I happen to have another cartridge, so I'll just set this aside and use the other cartridge for this demo. So there's an empty cartridge, and that's, remember, it's oval shaped and it's exactly the size of the pail itself, so it can hold more. So then you need a refill. This is what the box of refills looks like at your store. I'm going to call your attention to that number right there. 1,160 diapers worth of refills for this one box. That's a lot of diapers. Inside this box then is 2 of these replacement refills. So we're going to take one of them out of the box. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to show you a couple of really cool things. First of all, the first thing you might have noticed is, hey, The refill is just the film. It's not the cartridge. You're right. The cartridge always stays with the pail. It never makes its way to the landfill. Competitive products throw their cartridge away every single time. Not okay with us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on here. I'm going to see that this has an arrow up. That helps me to know which way to orient this on the cartridge. So I've got that just right. Goes on there. I'm going to look at that. Sure enough, I did it. Now I can remove that. That's out of my way. Now I take the film from the outside and push it through here. Now it's ready to load inside the pail. Again, I open this up and just set this right inside the pail. Open up the access door, push that in there. You'll notice that's exactly like it was before, where we just have to tie an overhand knot, and we're all switched out and ready to go. So super simple to change out the refill overhand knot, shut the door, we're all good to go. Really, really simple. Okay, we've talked about odor control, we've talked about ease of use. By the way, I can see that we have tons of comments and questions coming in. So appreciate that, thank you. And I promise you, we'll answer every comment and every question. So if we have to stay up till midnight, we're doing it. We want to get with you, and we appreciate your attention to our program here. By the way, make sure and go in the comments section and learn about our giveaway. You can win this from us too. So, okay, let's move on with the presentation. So next thing we want to talk about is waste. So we took 35 newborn diapers, put water in them, and threw them in the plus size pail. We took another 35 diapers, newborn size diapers, put water in them to make them resemble real diapers, and put them in a tall kitchen trash bag. There's a myth out there that using a tall kitchen trash bag is better for your wallet and maybe even better for the environment. That's just not true. So here's the result of our test. There's the Dekor. Check that out. That's 35 newborn diapers, very little waste, nice and compact. Remember, you use only what you need to use. That's Dekor. Conversely, here is the tall kitchen trash bag. Again, 35 newborn diapers. Check it out. Maybe we use 10% of that bag, maybe. So 90% of the cost of that bag is wasted, and certainly 90% of the plastic is just going to the landfill. That's not okay either. There's a better way, and it's called Dekor. Get this on your registry. Start working on that right now. I know you're going to want one. So one of the things you're going to want to do, by the way, for your registry, choose the size you want. Remember, this is the plus size. Then choose the refills that you want. I'm going to suggest to you to get 6 or 7 boxes of refills for your registry. So one pail, 6 or 7 refill boxes to go with it. Now, one thing that you may want to consider is a secondary pail. We have the mini size pail, so you could put this like in your nursery, the main place where you change your diapers, but downstairs, maybe in the family room, 10% of the time you use another diaper pail. Get the mini for that area. Or it's a great gift for grandma's house. She watches them every Thursday for you. Great, get her the mini size pail. That would be really good too. So that's a tip for you as far as your registry goes. So when you receive your Dekor pail, let me show you this retail box. It comes fully assembled right out of the box, which is great. You don't have to put it together at all. And a full-size refill is already installed for you. So take it out of the box and you're ready to roll. So I wanted to point that out to you. A couple more things. We know that 5 to 10% of you great parents out there use cloth diapers. We're so proud of you. Good for you for doing your part. Cloth diapers. So we have a cloth diaper liner. So let me show you that liner real quick. It's made specifically for us and specifically for our cartridge. So imagine that cartridge. This goes right around it. You'll notice that this has a locking drawstring, which is very nice. And also the inside, of course, is waterproof. Sized perfectly for the plus pail, but will work with the classic. Go with a plus though. With cloth diapers, they're much bigger and bulkier. And so what you're going to want is to have the biggest opening you can. So with the plus size pail, the trap door is opened bigger for you. These are $24.95, by the way, at a retail price for 2 of them, because you're going to want one to store in the pail, and the other one's going to be in the laundry. So on laundry day, basically you take this to your machine, dump the soiled diapers in, and this right in the washer, and you're all good to go. So 2 of them come per box. Okay, next we're going to talk about the composition of this pail. We use plastic. Now for some people that's a good way to attack Dekor, but let's talk about plastic for just a second. There's a million different kinds of plastic on the market, from cheapy plastic to high-end military-grade plastic. So we have chosen to use a high-grade plastic. Believe me, it's not because it's the cheapest, but it's because of the attributes that this plastic has. This plastic's name is ABS plastic. Here's some attributes. It doesn't fade. You want a nice white pail, you want it to be a bright white a year from now? ABS plastic does not fade. It doesn't scratch. It doesn't dent. You know, unlike metal, it can scratch and dent. It can't rust. It can't mold. The number one attribute that we used ABS plastic for is the fact that on the molecular level, it's closed cell. What does that mean, Dave? Who cares? Closed cell plastic means that it cannot absorb odor. That's what we're talking about here. It can't absorb odor. Sure, you can get surface stuff on it, but that's the other good part about ABS plastic is you can clean it. Inside and out, you can use any of your household cleaners. Soap and water, Windex, whatever you prefer to use, you can use on Dekor, inside and out. And remember, it won't absorb the odor, so you can clean whatever odor you do have off the surface. That's amazing. Okay, let's talk about what we've all experienced for this last 5 or 6 months, which is the COVID pandemic. Terrible, terrible thing. One thing that we have all learned is the importance of sanitizing. We need to kill the germs. How many times every day do we sanitize our hands? Hand sanitizer, this and that. It's a big deal. Well, I submit to you that there's no place in your entire house that has more germs and more problems that way than a diaper pail. You got to sanitize your pail. So ABS plastic allows you to mix bleach with your soap and water, or use Clorox wipes. You can bleach the pail inside and out. I don't like to trash anybody personally, but the metal pails in our market don't understand the importance of cleaning and sanitizing. And I'll tell you that this way. Please go to their websites, look in their cleaning instructions. They will advise you that the only way to clean their pails is by using a dry cloth. My wife and I have 4 kids. I know what's going to happen to diaper pails especially. There's going to be something that needs to be cleaned. So, soap and water and bleach for sanitizing. Thank goodness, thank you Dekor for allowing us to do that. That is a great thing. Okay, just got a couple more things. I know we're running out of time. Time flies when you're having fun, and I am having fun. So, a couple more things to talk about. First, life after diapers, right? That's what we call it. I mentioned that it takes about 3 years for potty training. But after that time, you can actually say, hey, Johnny's potty trained. Boom! Balloons are coming out of the ceiling. It's a celebration time. So now what are you going to do with the pail? Give it to your brother, throw it away. I mean, yeah, you probably want to throw away most pails. For us, since it remains nice and clean and smelling good, for us, let me show you what's cool. You can actually remove the diaper insert. Now all of a sudden you've got yourself a really nice trash can for your bathroom. Wait a minute, maybe I could use that for cat litter. Maybe I could put it in my garage for the little plastic bags where you pick up your dog's poo or whatever that kind of pail is called. This has life after diapers. What an amazing pail we have here. It's easy, it's cost effective, comes in all these great colors. Really good stuff. By the way, this pops right back in place. I'll just show you. Snap it back in place. We're good to go. So, the very last thing we talk about as far as the pail goes is the price. Dave, with such an amazing pail, it must cost $1 billion, right? No, that's the good news. Premium pails cost about $100 a piece. We're definitely a premium pail, in my opinion, the best pail in the world. Premium pails at $100, so what's our price? $39.95. That's right, you heard it, $39.95. In fact, my funny way of saying it is, we're twice the pail for half the price. And that's for the big one. The other ones are even less money than that. So please register for this. Remember to get 6 or 7 boxes of refills. This is the one you want to have for your house, that's for sure. Parting thought, you're in the Dekor booth right now. We have 3 other booths. Please visit them all. The next one that I will be hosting is Nomi, that's N-O-M-I, which is a high chair. How many products do you know that can last from the very first day home from the hospital all the way through the child's entire life? That's Nomi. You're not going to want to miss that. Jeff Durkee, our sales director, will actually be doing the other 2 booths. Lascal is one of the other 2. He'll be showing you the amazing M1 front carrier. Super cool thing. And also from Lascal, buggy boards. You know buggy boards. They're the platform that you can ride on, connect it to your stroller and ride on. It turns any single stroller into a double. Jeff's going to be favoring you with that. And the other booth that Jeff will be running is Love to Dream. Love to Dream is our swaddle line. Unbelievable, the best swaddle in the world, taking the market by storm. You want a good night's sleep? You want your baby to have a good night's sleep? Love to Dream, and Jeff will tell you the whole thing. Visit the other 3 booths. Thank you very much for being here. It's Dave signing off. Have a great day. Thanks again. Bye.